Hey, what's up, everyone? Just want to make sure you're not crooked. How you all doing? Let me make sure everything's up and running properly. I think this is one of the hardest parts about lives is I can't see everything that's happening. I don't get to go through it and look at it before it's all out there and going, but it looks like it's working good. I don't get to go through it and look at it. The sound's working, so that's sweet. Well, anyways, what's up, guys? Happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a good Sunday. Let's see how many people are here really quick. Give my shout outs to the first ones. Nice. Sweet. We got 16 people right now. Welcome, Rochelle, Patricia, Brenda, Laura, Lynn, Dylan, Melanie, Caitlin. What's up, Dylan? How you been? It's been a little bit. Heck yeah. Sweet. Well, welcome back, you guys, to another Evening Tea with Eskel. This is episode number 26, and I hope you all are having a good Sunday. Did any of you guys go to church? Today I actually had a fun experience at church. I got there early, and I don't usually get there early, so I didn't know what to do. I started jamming out to music out in my car, and as I was just jamming out, blasting my music, I see this really, really nice car pull up. It was a really nice Lexus. I think it was a Lexus. I was trying to remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was an LC or an IS, whatever. But it was just the nicest car I've ever seen in my church parking lot before. And it was pulling up, and as I was just staring at it, watching it, I see just the oldest lady get out of the car. She was a really sweet, nice old lady, but it was just really funny. I loved her car. It was awesome. I wanted to go and say hi to her and everything. But yeah, that made my day. She even waved at me and said hi because I was just staring at her in her car. But it was fun. I liked it. And then after I finished blasting the music, I went inside and I did try to find her. I was going to go and say hi to her, but it was fun. I had a good time at church. Today's been a pretty good Sunday so far. Amanda and I were talking back and forth to decide who should go live first, and I ended up getting to go first. So I hope Amanda's here. Amanda, if you're here, you should say hi in the comments. We got a decent amount of people here. Wow, 37. Sweet. Okay, it's getting a lot of people here quick. It is 5:30 where I'm at right now, so hopefully this is a good time. This is generally when I try to aim to go live. What's up, Casey? Casey still says hi. Melanie, nice. Sweet. Well, I thought of trying to, I'm going to try to implement some new things. We're on episode 26 now, so we've done 26 of these in a row, and I just thought that it would be cool to kind of try to, I'm going to be looking for cool, like, motivational quotes to share in some of my videos and just different fun things. Thanks, Denise. Heck yeah. More funds for the adventures. Now pretty much all the money I get on these, I'm putting them towards, like, the last one was that skydiving. I hope you all saw the skydiving video. I had a ton of fun making that one. It was awesome. And who knows what the next adventure is going to be, but I'm sure it'll be something fun. I want to still do some sort of, like, challenge videos every once in a while. I'm going to be doing a sour challenge, but I don't know how that's going to go. It's all experimental, but this should be fun. But anyways, to start off today, I've been thinking a lot of, like, what's been happening a ton in my life and what this last week has, like, presented to me. And I couldn't help but think that, like, one of the things I was lacking was motivation some of these times. When I'm, like, trying to plan all of these things, really, like, needing more focus to, like, really just, you know, have what's it called? A plan. Plan things out, schedule things out, just have a little bit more schedules and stuff. Then when I get down to the nitty gritty, it really comes to not having enough motivation for me. And so I thought that I could share a cool quote that I really like, one that I shared with my sisters this morning, and we all got to talk about it a little bit. And it has to do with achievement. It says, it took Michelangelo 12 years, one brushstroke at a time, to paint his biblical scenes, in the 16th chapel. It took Brahms 20 years, one note at a time, to compose his first ever symphony. It took Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay 80 days, one step at a time, to climb the 29,000 feet of Mount Everest. But word by word, brushstroke by brushstroke, note by note, step by step, problem by problem, and prayer by prayer, this is the secret to achievement. And I love that quote. I was thinking about it a lot this week because I noticed in my family, a lot of my siblings, we're all having these big old moments in our lives that are kind of like the uphill um, steps, I guess, in our lives to like getting things done and like working towards new things that we're trying to do. And each and every one of us have so many things going on, so many things that can kind of be like hard. And when you're in the nitty gritty, when you're in the process of doing the stuff that not a lot of people want to do, because you're building those habits, you're doing those things that will build something that's going to be awesome in the future, it can be really hard. And that quote really stood out to me because it really is all those little steps, every little thing that we're putting towards it makes a difference. And I just can't wait till the day once we have accomplished these things and once we are looking back at so many of those little steps that it took to get us to where we are. And it's going to be worth it. It'll be well worth it every time. And I love that. And I think it's important. Sometimes it might not seem significant, the little steps that we take, the small little minuscule little habits that we implement in our lives. But throughout our 80 years of being in this life, it's going to make a huge difference and it's going to mean the world to us. So I love that. I think it was an awesome quote. I hope you guys like it too. But yeah, I also want to say like how proud I am of my sisters. They're all doing so many things that a lot of people would see it as scary, and it is scary. It is hard. Amanda just bought a house in Arizona. She's doing most of the renovations herself, and I loved being able to go out there and help her with it. It was a ton of fun, but it can be hard for sure. But I'm proud of them. I think they're doing awesome. I think it's so cool. I hope some of them are on here. Let's see. I was just talking to Amanda because we were on the phone talking about who's going to go live first. Maybe she'll say hi. Amanda, if you're here, say something in the comments. You too, Cami. Cami, thanks so much for being in my live last week. That was a ton of fun. It's just been awesome seeing all of my sisters. Cami also, she is getting a new promotion in her job and stuff. She has to work a lot of extra, like, I don't know how her industry works, but they give her a lot of extra work because she's going, like, being moved to a new role or something. So she's doing a lot. My sister Rachel is working 2 jobs right now. So she's got a lot going on right now. So just a ton going on in the Grant family. But I'm excited for us all. I think it's going to be really cool. And it's awesome. It's awesome to see all of them hustling and just getting things done. So I think that's really cool. What about, I wanted to see. Last week's live, I tried to get through all of the comments and it was so hard. So I'm just gonna start off at the beginning of this one, letting you guys know I will try to get to as many comments as I can, and I'm switching it to live comments right now instead of top comments. Aw, thanks Patricia. I appreciate it. Nice. So many comments, I don't even know where to start. Let's see. Feels like it's been a while. Yeah, I think the only video I posted between this one and last week's live was the skydiving one. But I did film the one with Cami, so that one's gonna be coming out soon. I'm excited for that one. We like brainstormed, and as we were talking, we've remembered like a lot of our childhood stories and interactions that we had as kids. It was a lot of fun. That was cool. You Grant kids are so awesome. Aw, thanks, Caitlin. It's definitely been an uphill journey, but it's really cool. I just think we all have similar mindsets, so it's cool to see us all hustling and all the side hustles that we all do and everything that we're just working on. I feel like when I see people putting a lot of work and have a lot of passion for something, just like working towards stuff, it makes me want to do the same, you know? It's like, I want to be able to be so dedicated and passionate about something to just go after it, like take a little bit of risk, but you know, try something new and just have fun with it. Aw, thanks, Elsie. I like the little emoji that you put with it. That's awesome. Heck yeah, more adventure fun. Thanks, guys. That's so cool. Hey, all the CC. Hope everyone has a great week. You're all so driven. Your mom should be so proud of you all. I know. Are you proud, Mama? The last conversation I had with my mom was kind of funny. But anyways, that's beside the point. We are doing pretty good, so... Grant kids are disciplined and super hard workers. It's impressive. Thanks, Casey. I may have bought one of Amanda's paintings last night. Heck yeah, thanks Denise. Amanda loves doing the painting. She even talks about doing a art class because there's a college, to go back to college and take some art classes and stuff like that. So I think that'd be really cool because she really enjoys painting, and I think she's great at it. But she always says how like she's not super skilled in it. She feels a little bit odd. Um, well, she talks herself down too much. She shouldn't do that. But anyways, yeah, she likes painting, and so I think it's awesome that if she does take an art class, and if she just continues it, I hope she keeps doing it because practice is what's gonna get her good at it, anyways, even if she doesn't take a class. So, hey, so have you thought about going to get a higher education? Oh yeah, I'm still in college. I'm going at the U. So, I mean, I'm not for the summer. I'm not taking classes in the summer, but at the end of this month, then I go back for the fall session. So, yeah, I'm still in college. I'm still 1 year. I'm 2 semesters away from my bachelor's degree. So I'm still working towards that. It does seem painfully slow, and college is expensive, so I totally understand. There's a lot of people that I talk to where they're like, college is a scam, don't do it. And it's like, I get where they're coming from, but I'm so far in, and I do enjoy even just the environment of going to a university, learning with my professors and with my friends. So, yes, I'm definitely going to pursue higher education. Everyone should take an art class. Yeah. I think it'd be fun. I took an art class because it was like one of the free electives that you take when I very first got into college. And I am not very good at it. And so, yeah, I liked the group projects that we did with people. But yeah, I'm not the most artistic. Yeah, Amanda was telling me I've been sending her paintings for inspiration. Aw, that's cool. Heck yeah, Rochelle. Did a bit you need an upper level goss session. Nice. Yeah, I do a lot more personal videos and like deep thought-provoking videos on my Patreon. I don't have like an upper level like Amanda does, but I still like to have fun with it. And it's kind of like a therapy session. I just dive deeper into the thoughts and like things that people come up with. It's a lot of fun. I like it anyways. Flinker, Mary, thank you so much. Wow, 3 donations already, you guys. That is awesome. Heck yeah. Oh, that's a cute emoji too. I don't know, it looks like a lemon holding a bird. Aw, thank you. That's so cool. I took clay. I wasn't great, but it was fun. I did clay with my uncle. My uncle did like clay making stuff, and I remember making some sort of a pot. And I mean, it seemed decently easy. I didn't make it look that cool or anything, but very expensive too. Yeah, college is crazy expensive. I think that's a big topic in America right now. How schooling is just outrageously expensive. I hope it changes eventually, but I'm almost done anyway, so I'm like, it's probably too late for me, but yeah, it seems like it's way overpriced. No way, Emma. We had so much fun. Love tea. I miss the tea and espresso already. What are you talking about, Lulu? I'm one of the nice Brits. Aw. I think it's so cool. Yeah, we have people all the way from Australia, some from England that watch this, Canadians. I think it's awesome. I have a bachelor's in European history and a minor in English. I'm a stay-at-home mom now. What? Sorry, I hope that this isn't offensive or anything, but if you have a degree in history and English, what can you do with those? Those seem like, I mean, I guess you can become a teacher, right? I don't know. Anyways, that's cool you went to school though. I think that's awesome. A fear that I have is that if I get my degree and I don't end up using it, it's gonna be like, well, dang, that's rough. But I realize a lot of people do that. I ask people all the time. It's like probably 50% of people that get degrees don't even end up using it, because if you go into a field that's different from your degree, then you can't. Or if you end up like starting your own business, you don't really need your degree. Like you have to work for a company or work for someone to use your degree anyway. So a lot of people actually don't. But then it does come down to you it's really is a big deal what field your degree is in. And I know a lot of people that get history degrees end up being history teachers, from what I've told, but I'm no expert. I wish they would make college more affordable by not making you take core and elective classes except to brush up on math, maybe. Yeah. That makes sense, Sammy. I think in England, then the government helps pay for school or something like that. I did my abseil in London in May. I'll be in the student debt for the rest of my life. Ah, I feel you there, Emily. Yeah, it's definitely a take. I think, who was it? There was someone I talked to that had a similar amount of debt as mine, and they basically had to set up a 15-year like payment plan for it. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Because that's after you've gone to school for 4 to 6 years to get your degree, then you have a 15-year payment plan. That's crazy. Emma, so was the couple I traveled with in Amsterdam. Yeah, a lot of people deal with college debt. That's why it's so tough, because it's like we all know it's a struggle and it's super expensive and hard to deal with, but there's still so many people that do it. It's crazy. Is Amanda still not here? Dang it. If my phone wasn't the thing filming right now, I would text her. Say, what are you doing? Because she was getting ready to go live too. Well, hopefully she's getting ready, actually. As long as she's ready by the end of my live, I think that'd be perfect. Rochelle, I have a BA, a bachelor's in accounting, and I'm also a stay-at-home mom. Nice, Sarah. Dang. So you also don't use your degree. Dang. Have you attended any games while in college? Ken Jones, I have not any games at like the University of Utah, because I've gone to like a few like baseball games that are just like, with the bees or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm not huge into the sports at my college, which I should be, but I'm just not big into sports in general. I watch some baseball games, some football games, but I'm just not a huge sports guy. My favorite is probably baseball, because I actually play baseball, so it's more fun to watch it, I think, when you've played it before. But I wish I could afford to live in London. It was fun, but the train from England to Paris was nuts. Oh, that's cool. I do want to go travel around in Europe one of these days. I think that'd be awesome. I went to college but never got a proper job. I regret it. I'm going to push my kids in a nice way to do what they enjoy and make it into a job. Okay, that's nice. I think that's a good idea, Emma. And yeah, a lot of people go to college and yeah, they don't end up using it. And I think the dropout rate in college has been going up lately as well. So it's just all getting crazy. My husband has a degree in music. It's worthless. I hear that a lot, Melanie. Yeah, music degrees are fun. I think music's awesome. I would love to be able to learn more about it, get more into it. But yeah, I don't hear people making a lot of money off of music degrees. Flicker Fade says, literally just having a degree, any degree opens doors. That's true. It does give you lots of opportunities. And, if the right job comes at the right time and they just happen to need you and you have that degree, then that's your perfect ticket in. And sometimes you'll miss those opportunities if you don't. So it does have its value. I agree with that. Hey, everyone. Hey, Eskel. What's up, Ashley? I have a bachelor's in museum studies. Whoa. I didn't know that was a thing. I work at the theater company now. That's cool, Meg. Work at a theater company. Nice. You missed the train strikes, LOL. Thank God. You missed the train strikes, LOL. Okay. Is that one of those trains in England or something? A lot of people will only look at your resume if you have a degree. It can be in like liberal arts from the University of America, SMAO, but it still gets you through those checks. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah. A lot of the times, if it's a degree in history, English, whatever, a lot of people just want to know that you have the ability to go to college and to pass those classes. And some people, like when they're looking for hiring people, that's something that they take very seriously. I've had a student loan for 26 years and counting. Oh, that is rough, Russ. That's a long time. I was thinking 15-year loan would be long, but 26, I bet that must be someone that's like getting a master's or a doctorate, because I know people that get like really high education degrees, that can be in the hundreds and thousands. Some of them, there's people that are doctors that graduate from, medical school and all that with over $1 million in college debt. And I think that is so wild. I mean, it's cool that there's a system set up so that school becomes more of an option and they don't have to, drop out of school because they can't afford it. At least they can get the loans and go to school for that. But $1 million? That's just insane. Ugh, it drives me crazy, and I'm glad I don't have to do that, but that would be so stressful. It would be cool to be a doctor. Maybe you could pay it off a lot faster because your salary's higher, but the stress of all that debt, that would drive me crazy. What does he play, and where did he go to school? Well, for what? Who? What does he play? Where does he go to school? Maybe she's referring to someone else. I go to school at the University of Utah, in Utah, obviously, and then I like to play baseball. I play a little bit of basketball and a little bit of soccer, but just kind of for fun. Baseball is my favorite. Emily says, Lulu, it's good to see you. I feel like it's been quite a while. Nice. It's so cool seeing all the familiar faces. I think this is so fun. Everyone just kind of talking to each other. Hopefully I can work in the day to still see my kids and have weekends off. If I get this job, my fingers are crossed. Oh, you're getting a new job, Emma? That's cool. I've been doing it 15 years, and let me tell you, I'm ready for a job. Well, unfortunately, mine isn't just a choice. I have miss and am heart failure, so I am afraid I'm not a very sought after employee. Aw, don't put yourself down like that. You got this. I know it can be nerve-wracking, especially, being in a new field or getting a new job. That can be tough. There is a train strikes happening here due to pay. Working conditions. Apparently, they're doing it in the holidays and on weekends to cause an issue with people traveling to get what they want. Interesting, Emma. It's been crazy and still going to be the next month. Life is nuts right now. Up is down and down is up. KC, guitar, bass, and piano, and I'm not even sure nowhere cool. What? Sarah, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have any favorite summer hobbies? In the summertime, I love swimming. I post some cool videos on Instagram of me jumping off of high dives and stuff. I think those are always fun. When I graduate with just my bachelor's, I wrote on my cap, this is my $150,000 hat. $150,000? Oh, yeah, school is crazy expensive, you guys. Flickerfade says, especially nowadays when so many applications are online, you can put a pretty resume together on paper, but they're going to make you enter it piecemeal into some web page you don't have. Yeah, that's true. The online applications are what I'm mostly used to. I've only applied to a few jobs where I actually wrote down my resume and took it in. Most of mine have been online applications, which is cool. Just the way of the future, I feel like. New ways, new changes. I feel like you're never giving something you can't handle, so I'm handling it. There you go, Sarah. Way to be motivational. Way to look at the bright side and focus on the good. I like that. But I know being able to stay home, being a mom, is a privilege, so try not to complain too much. That's a good point, right? Rochelle. Emma, the trains were delayed, but thankfully not canceled, but there was a lot of people waiting. Mostly for the Disney train, LOL. Oh, do you live by Disneyland? That's cool. Being a stay-at-home is hard. Complain all you want. Emily Tossbatch, I never even opened the degree they shipped me. It's in a closet somewhere. Oh, wow. What? I would want to hang it on my wall or something. All that work for that piece of paper? I'm going to show it to everybody. Just take it with me. Anywhere I'm going. Just meeting up with friends. Just got it in my briefcase. Oh, man. It would be hard not to want to show that off, man. That's so many years of work, so much money and dedication. But yeah, that could get weird. Going to a friend's birthday party and just holding it. The pathetic part is my loan, $10,000, is from a 2-year technical school. It's a federal loan, and I've deferred it a bunch of times. Aw, dang, that's tough, man. A federal school? Or a federal loan? Interesting. Yeah, I do need to do more research and learn more about it, because what I roughly understand and know is that they basically will loan you out as much money as you need. Of course, there's a limit, but for the most part, however much your tuition will cost, you can usually always get that covered through loans. And if you do it the right way, if you don't take anything more than tuition, then you can get it to where it's interest-free until you graduate, from what I understand. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Just take out enough for my tuition so it's interest-free. And then once it starts building interest after I graduate, just try to pay it off as soon as possible. But yeah, what can you do? It just seems like a mountain sitting there. That's just, I don't know, you just gotta chip away when you can. Casey still says, Emily, 150,000? What the freak? That is a lot. That's so much. School, can you imagine how much our kids are gonna have to pay for school? Like, the next generation is screwed, you guys. Oh man, good luck to them. My mom framed mine through the school, and it is also now in the closet. Emily, what? You guys, how come you guys don't want to put it somewhere? I would at least put it on, like, your trophy shelf or something. In the closet, huh? That's funny. Oh, did we get another donation? Andrea Greaves, $9.99. Looking forward to episode 36 of Culty Cup of Coffee. Oh, heck yeah. Amanda's episode 36 is coming up right after mine, so stay tuned for that. In fact, I'm going to ask her if she can send me a link, and I can, like, put it in this chat or something. Or she could just put it in. Hopefully, she'll be ready by the time I finish this. I usually go for 1 hour. We've been going for, like, what? Shoot. Dang it, it doesn't tell me, but like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. So yeah, by the hour mark, hopefully you're ready, Amanda, and everyone can go over to your channel and watch episode 36. All I know is that it's going to be a long one. She's got a lot of stuff she wants to get off of her chest, because number 36 is our daddy. And did I mention number 26? Well, telling the numbered men is kind of Amanda's thing, so I don't really do it very much. But 26 is a super easy one. I know that it's the Kent Johnson, because my dad's brother. He's number 26, and my dad is number 36. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I know Amanda has a lot more she's going to want to share on that. I don't really prepare much. In my notes, I don't really put too much about, like, the numbered men stuff, because Amanda covers it. So if you have any questions about who number 26 is, Amanda's Culty Cup of Coffee number 26 talks about him and, like, how he has 5 wives and all of that stuff. How young one of his wives was. It's actually some pretty, like, crazy stuff. But, yeah, she already goes over all of that. So I definitely go check out her stuff over there if you're curious about it. And today, yeah, she'll be mentioning number 36, which is our dad. And she's going to have a lot to say on that. So I'm even excited to watch it. I'm not going to be going nowhere. After this live, I'm literally going straight to Amanda's live and going to be watching it and commenting the whole time. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I had summer at 20. I'm now 29. Okay. That will be me when they move out. My diplomas are also in the closet, but I will hang them again someday. Lolly, you too? I guess, yeah, that's true. Honestly, it's not like it adds the value of the degree or anything like that. If you just put it in your closet, you still have the degree, you still have proof, and you can still get a job. So I guess that's what matters. But my son is going into high school, and I cried like a baby. I am terrified of dropping him off at college. Aww. Dang. The funny thing is my husband now has a great job and tells me to quit work, but I'm going to be an empty nester. Wow, Lulu, you're going to be an empty nester? That's cool. It sounds like he wants you to quit your job, but you don't want to or something, so you must really like your job. I think that's awesome. When people can find a job they love, find that passion, that's so cool. Keep it up. I feel that my oldest is 17, but the youngest is only 3. Ooh. I've been waiting for CCC since the end of church. CCC. Culty Cup of Coffee. That's a cool abbreviation. Dang. I've never used that yet. I'm going to start using that one, though. That's cool. Lulu, don't quit. I repeat, don't quit. Yeah, keep it up. It's worth it. Baby steps, you guys. You'll get there. Eskel, I off-roading in Palm Springs. I want to say hi. See you next Sunday. Cool. That sounds fun. I finally caught another live. I had to stop paying for Patreon because of life happening, and I have been so busy on Sundays. Aw, well, I'm glad you made it, Lark. That's awesome. Hi, Dominic. Hi, Lark. I have 2 in 2nd grade and have a 3-year-old. Ooh, 2 in 2nd grade? I'm going 44 years old, no college because I teach myself. Hi, Lark. Hey, Dominic. My internet is so bad. Oh, what's up, Amber? Ah, dang it. I made a mental note to wear one of Amber's shirts in my video, and I completely forgot. I'll have to wear it in my next video. Dang. Amber's got some cool merch, you guys. If you like awesome t-shirts that are lagoon blue, that was my favorite. I got this really cool lagoon blue from her website. It's a nice one. I like it. I've worn one of them so far, but I want to keep them nice and clean so I can wear them in one of my videos these days. What's up, Jennifer? My oldest just graduated basic and it's off to her schooling for air traffic control. The military will pay 100% of her college tuition. All she'll have to pay for is her books. Aw, that's really cool. That's probably, is that here in America? Where's that at? That sounds like somewhere else. Here in America, I think if you do go to in the military, they help pay for your school and stuff like that. Melanie, it goes so fast, the days don't feel it, but it's true. Dang. Sorry I'm late. No worries, Crystal. Glad you could make it. Hi, Crystal. Jen, fantastic. I have a 6-year-old, and wow, everyone's just talking about their kids. I feel so out of it, you guys. I was looking at the statistics of the age groups who watch my videos the most, and it's between the ages of 20 and, it was 25 and 35. That's the most common age group. And I think a lot of people in that age group has kids, if not multiple kids, and families and everything. And I'm just like, what's that like? It's just so different. I always hear you guys' stories and what you guys are talking about. And it's just fascinating. That's something that I may have in my future, but I just don't know what that's like right now. It's kind of crazy. I just picture my own family and how it was for my mom. I don't know. It just seems interesting, but my daughter wants to be a YouTube artist, and she's 9. Oh, that's cool. What's a YouTube artist, though? Someone that just videos of doing art? Like Bob Marley? His stuff would be cool. I'd love to do something like his. His is more of just the art, though. It's just like relaxing, and he's just such a fun and chill guy. And he says funny stuff when he's painting. It's awesome. Sorry, Eskel. Let's change the subject. Oh, what was the subject in? Oh, talking about kids all the time? No, I think it's great. A lot of people always say that they love talking about their kids because their kids is their life, man. It's everything to them. But I still know what that's like. I can imagine it, though. Wow, Sarah, I had trouble getting one to all her activities. My kids are 10, 5, 4, and 4, and they're all fuzzy and 4-legged. Oh, I get it, Emily. Nice, that's awesome. I have a 9-year-old. That's cool, Denise. Eskel is like, change the subject, LOL. No, it's fine. We don't have to. I read you guys' comments and it's cool, but I just don't know what to say about them because I can't be like, oh yeah, my kid did this. Or like, oh yeah, I know what that's like. And just like, that's cool. But I mean, that's what you guys like, so feel free. You guys can always share. The biggest thing I want is just as many comments as possible. That's the best. I love it because I feel like when I prepare stuff, I always put like a few things. I always want to share something motivational. I share a story or fun experience from the week, just different things that come up. But then it's like, I like to see everything that you guys are going on, what you guys are talking about, what the discussion is kind of like leaning and going towards, what you guys are interested in. And then that sparks different things that happen throughout my week or throughout my life, different things to share, just fun, interesting stuff. And I feel like that's the way to make the most like interactive and like able to change the subject, because if I just came on here and only talked about one thing and one thing only, then I feel like it would get so boring. At least I would get bored, because then it would be more like giving a talk at church, where you just have a big old list of everything you're going to say at church and you say what you're going to say and then you go and sit down. Like, I mean, that's why people fall asleep at church. So I think it just gets boring. So I love it when you guys are sharing, you guys are adding comments, and I mean, like, I want to read as many as I can, but most of the time it's impossible. We have like between 50 and 100 people on these most of the time. So many comments. And so I like to go through and pick and choose whatever ones look interesting and just read like, every 3 or 4 as I'm going down. And so I always tell people, don't get upset if I miss your comments. There's a ton, but don't stop commenting, please. I still like hearing what you guys are saying. And there's so many times that I come back on these videos and like I write down any questions that are posted that I might have missed, and I just go through the comments and stuff like that. So I love it. But yeah. Anyways, back to the comments. Jamie Brown says, I think my 8-month-old lab could be compared to a toddler at times. Yeah, I honestly think having a dog is great preparation for having a baby. Like if you're a young couple and you're thinking about having kids, then having a dog first to learn a little bit about, just having something to constantly feed and like take care of, and then have your kid, I feel like that's a good way to like kind of prepare for it and learn maybe better habits for it and stuff like that. But it's also crazy that you don't need any type of certification or anything to have a kid. You can just pop out a baby, and with no experience, you don't have to be a professional at having a kid or taking care of a kid. You just have them and you just figure out as you go. I think that's why there's so many crazy things that happen when you're a kid, because a lot of the times it's all experimental. People are just figuring it out, and then usually it's the first child that takes most of the trauma and like all of the craziest hard parts about the family's like raising children experiences, and then the younger ones get it a little bit easier a lot of the times because then they've had the practice and learned a little bit from it, and it gets better and better. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully they do great from the beginning. I guess that would be the best, but it's funny. Everyone's got stories to tell. Hi from Saskatchewan, Canada. What's up? That's cool. Watching and listening as I do my janitorial job that I do after church and on Wednesdays. I'm 46. My kids are 14 and 17. They are both on the autism. Oh, 14 and 17. That seems like a pretty good age. I feel like that's the age that, you can give them a little more responsibilities. They're not always just crying. I think kids when they're older, I feel like would be a lot more fun. I think I can just imagine it being so hard when, they talk about the terrible twos and stuff like that. That'd be tough. Sarah, I'm 35 years young. There you go. Way to look at it from a positive light. I like rock, but can sing a lot of genres. Never put it online. I would if I could hide it from my husband. Uh-oh. What are you talking about, Melanie? Keeping secrets. It's never a good idea. LOL, Rochelle. I was like, all this time, I knew her and never heard her talk about having kids. Who? Who had kids? Secretly. Did she have kids secretly? Eskel, I crashed my car listening to the podcast with you and Amanda. LOL, so sad. No way. Really, Pupfish? You crashed your car listening to our podcast? Aw, I'm so sorry. That's rough. Like, it makes me think of when they're like, what happens when you get in a car crash? Does the radio turn off, or is it like, and it shows a scene of them just like hanging halfway out the window or like on top of their car or something, and it's just blasting one of the funniest songs you can think of? I can't imagine you just on the side of the road, your car just rolled over and exploded or on fire, and it's just like you're standing outside of it looking at it and the radio still playing our podcast of us just laughing at each other or something. Oh man, I'm sorry though, that sucks. I've been in a lot of car accidents. In fact, yesterday I got pulled over and I was with my friend Dallin. And I was like, oh my goodness, if this cop gives me a ticket, it literally would be the 9th ticket that I've ever had in my life. 9 tickets so far. And I'm only 24. So 9 tickets, I feel like it's kind of a lot. But I was so glad he didn't give me a ticket. It was nice. I was freaking out though. Got super nervous. I hate it. I hate how nervous I get around cops, man. It's like, I wasn't even doing anything wrong at all, but I was so scared because I'm like, he's pulling me over. There must be something wrong, It's like, I don't know. I don't know all the laws. He's going to find something and just give me a ticket for it. And I was just like, ugh. And I'm just the type of person that's like, he's a cop. If he gives you a ticket, you got to pay the ticket, man. What can you do? But I have been heard from my friends that you can actually fight the tickets and you go to court and stuff and not have to pay it. They say it's not that hard. You can actually fight it and stuff. But yeah, I learned that advice too late. I've been pulled over probably like 12 times in my life, but there were 3 times where, well, now 4 actually, if I count this last one. 4 times where I've been pulled over and didn't get a ticket though, which is weird. I guess they just sometimes do random pullovers, or like one time I was like changing lanes and I didn't put my blinker on or something. So he pulled me over and he was like, well, just make sure you use your blinker next time. And he didn't give me a ticket, but yeah. Anyways, sometimes cops are nice, sometimes they're not so nice, but they're always scary. That's for sure. At least they scare me. I don't know why. I just get so nervous, and it's like I stutter a ton. When I was talking to that cop, I was like nervous for no reason. I hate it. I just can't seem to calm my nerves when I'm facing a cop. And maybe it's something about the flashing lights in the rearview mirror or something, but they scare me. LOL, Rochelle. I was like, all this time I knew her and never heard about her kids. What is that? I'm sure I'm missing something. Somebody. Sorry, guys. I'm just double checking a few of these. Anyways, okay. My daughter attitude stinks at nearly 9. Hate to think when she's a teen, everything is frick this and frick that. Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. Yeah, see, that's another thing. I don't have any personal experiences to draw from. I hear a lot of people say that 2 and 3 years old is the worst, like the terrible twos and stuff like that. But then people do say teenagers are rough, man. I definitely was a wild teenager. That's for sure. That's my personal experience. But here's the thing: if I was the one raising me, I feel like we would have got along great. I would have loved helping my kid to sneak out and go and do stuff that, I mean, as long as it wasn't illegal and stuff. Obviously, I don't see a problem with my kid sneaking out. Like, go have fun, go do some cool bonfires or whatever. Just don't set any buildings on fire. Don't trespass or break anything or steal anything, and you're fine. There you go. And maybe I'd go with my kid. Go sneak out at midnight. My wife's like, what are you doing? Just crawling out the window. No, but I feel like I would get along with me as a kid, but that's because I have my own personality. What would be tough is if when your kids don't see eye to eye with you, and then it's like, you got to be able to put yourself in their shoes too, though. And I feel like as the parent, maybe it's just because I'm younger, I think this way, but as a parent, I think you have to be the one that's a lot more understanding and a lot more like putting in a lot more effort to like see from the kid's perspective, because the kid has only been, he's only had his 13 years of experience, He's not the one that can draw off of all of this life experience or to figure out how to like better relate to you or understand and stuff. But you as an adult have all your life experience. You're the one that raised this kid and would hopefully understand this kid pretty well, that, hopefully you can get along with them, figure stuff out, or find mutual ground. And it's like, you don't always have to be happy. You don't have to get everything to go your way. I feel like my parents were such the parents where it's like kids don't know nothing. It has to be what the parents say, and the kids get no say in it whatsoever. And it's like, come on, you gotta be more lenient on that. You gotta be able to work with them, because if you're just this super strict parent that won't budge at all and everything has to be your way, then obviously the kid's gonna rebel, because the kid's gonna still want to do his own thing. And if you will not even in the slightest let him budge, then he's either gonna get good at keeping secrets and then just doing it on his own, or he's just gonna lie to you, like straight up lie. And so I don't know. You just gotta figure out the right balance, I think. But wait till I'm an adult. 20s, I swear it gets worse. Whiplash from wanting to be babies to be treated like an adult. That's pretty funny. Eskel Grant, we were talking about Emily. She was talking about her cats. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was surprised when she was like saying she had kids, but they're her cats, which are her kids. So I think that's cool. I got pulled over once for my tail light helping or for my tail light, and he helped me change it because I cried. LOL. Never had a ticket, but I really was emotional first time getting pulled over. Aww. Wow, your first time. I remember my first 3 times was when I was 16. 3 months into me getting my license, I had gotten 3 tickets. And so, yeah, that's where a lot of mine came from. But anyways, oh, those ones are off my record, by the way. By the way, in Utah, speeding tickets only stay on your record for 3 years. After 3 years, then they go away. In Colorado, they stay for 10. Otherwise, I would have 2 other tickets gone and off my record. But as of right now, there's 3 that are on my record, the 2 from Colorado and 1 from Idaho. Idaho has a 5-year window that they keep it for, so I think I have just 1 more year for my Idaho one. And then my Colorado ones are just going to take forever. Those ones I'm stuck with for quite a while. I've been pulled over twice my entire driving life. Wow, good job, Emily. That's impressive. Amber, thank you for explaining. Emma, my daughter is a shit. Hell no. I would take toddlers any day compared to the 8-year-olds. Really? Is that for reals? Melanie, that's interesting. Dang. I never would have thought, but I've never had to raise an 8-year-old, so. Amber Hupchick can't pull you over if they can't catch you, right? That's awesome, Flicker Fade. No, I've never tried to outrun the cops, but I was in the car with one of my cousins when we did successfully outrun the cops. Well, he did, and I just watched. It was terrifying. But pretty much, he would always brag about it. He's like, the key is, he would always say, if you just are willing, if you can turn as many times as possible. Because I guess he was saying, like, someone that's desperate to get away from the cops is willing to jerk and, like, throw their car around a lot more than a cop is willing to. So if you just make turns as often as possible, then every turn you take, the cop, I guess, is slightly slower. And so that's, in his opinion, the best way to get away from cops. And it worked once, but the same person has also been to jail. So anyways, do you have a relationship with any of your siblings from the first wife? I dated one of your half-brothers and knew Joe. What? You dated one of my half-brothers? Let me think. One of my half-brothers that would date an outsider. There's not too many of those. Is that for real? JP Avery. You should DM me on Instagram, JP Avery. I would love to talk more about that. That's interesting. Do you have a relationship with any of your siblings from the first wife? Yeah, I have a relationship with a lot of them. Most of them that have left, I have a relationship with. And the ones that are still there, you know, it's tough. It's like, I mean, I still consider that I have a decent relationship with them. But, you know, I talk to them like once a year. So it's hard to determine that. But yeah, if you've dated one of them, that would be interesting. I'd love to hear the stories. That would be cool. Anyways, Lulu K, I feel like I would probably cry or get really nervous if I ever get pulled over. Amber, you've never been pulled over? What? That is crazy. I mean, that's awesome. Good job. That's impressive. Both times was a light issue, but the first time he 100% could have given me a ticket since my insurance card was expired. Oh, well, that's bad. My mom used to tell us, don't commit any crimes and don't hurt anyone's feelings. That's a good one, Rochelle. I mean, yeah. That's pretty much what I live by now. But when I was younger, I had a different view on all of that. I never got a ticket because I never been behind the wheel and don't plan to. Caitlin, never been behind the wheel and don't plan to? You can't go your whole life without driving. The experience of burning that rubber out on the road, that's something else. You gotta do it. It's so cool. I love driving. I love driving nice cars too. I'm always like asking my friends with the nicest cars if I can borrow their car for a while, or like I go to dealerships and will test drive the nicest cars they have there just to experience driving a luxury car. It's fun. I like it. One time I was driving around with my little brother, and literally every time we passed a cop, he would duck down. I'm like, what are you doing? You were going to get us pulled over. Dang. I feel like I can relate to that. When I was a kid, we would sometimes have too many people in the back. So yeah, if there was a cop close by, then we literally would try to hide one of the kids and like duck down and hide from him. Because you're supposed to all be in seatbelts, but if you got 6 kids, you know, in one of those like 3-seated back parts, and there's only 3 seatbelts, what are you supposed to do? There were multiple times, I guess, where we would put the seatbelt over 2 people, 1 seatbelt over 2 kids. But that also didn't help because most of us were like young, you know, 6 or 7-year-olds, or even younger, when you're still supposed to be in like those booster chairs, and we didn't have those. So don't know how we got away with that so much, but I don't think, maybe the cops here in Utah aren't the most strict or something, but yeah. They're still scary though. Hello, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Hello, Heather. It all changes when you become a parent and you know what is out in the world. I always thought I would be the fun mom, but I'm not. I do, however, talk things out and always try to understand their side. Nice. I like that, Sarah. And I don't know for sure if I would actually go and sneak out with my kids and stuff like that, but I think the most important thing is like what you said, just communicate with them and just try to work with them, you know, try to see from their perspective and be able to relate to them, because I think that's how you'll get along the best. But Eskel's dark humor is hardcore, LOL. Really? Was that dark? I feel like I joke about that stuff too much. My whole childhood was the funniest when people would joke about dark humor stuff, so I'm a little too used to that. Patricia, yep, it always catches me off guard and makes me actually laugh out loud. Eskel and Leadfoot. Maybe. I do, well, I don't really speed anymore, but yeah, growing up, especially when I first got my license, like, those speed limit signs were just a recommendation, a very soft recommendation. I sped everywhere, you guys, and I had so much fun with it, because to me, my car was not just a transportation device. My car was my freedom. It was the one time where I got to make the decisions, where I was in control of my life, and I loved it the best. Speeding down that freeway, going as fast as I could, was just my favorite thing. And I did. I had to pay a pretty good price for doing that, but I don't take it back, man. I had so much fun, and I don't do it anymore, of course. And I look back and I realize why that's not a good idea, obviously. But my opportunity to drive was so much more than just to get from one place to another. It was me finally having something in my life to be able to control and to actually be, you know, I could have a say in what I was doing, where I was driving, how fast I was going, and I just loved it. It felt so free to me. And even though my first car was the most broken down, beat up, garbage little Honda. It was a really cheap, broken down, how much was it? I think it was like $2,500. Really cheap Honda that was just, I remember it was all black. It was a coupe, like a hatchback. Really small little thing. And yeah, I just loved doing all sorts of stuff with that car. I've done donuts with that car. I let one of my friends drive. I told this story in the Cult Rebels video I did, where I let my friend drive. That was one of Paul's kids, and we were speeding so fast down the road that when he pulled the e-brake and spun the car, you know, trying to do the donut or something, it twisted the car sideways and just went like probably a full half mile completely sideways, just skidding until we hit the curb, and the curb wasn't even enough of an impact to stop us. The car literally hit it, and then the tires bent slightly and they slid up, and we went all the way up onto this driveway. And literally, if we would have gone like even 5 feet more drifting, we could have hit right into a house. And we were right just in someone's yard, just inside of it, and like had dug our tires into their lawn and everything. And I remember just looking at him being like, what the freak? Like, what are you doing? I was so shocked. I remember whatever I was holding like fell all over the place, and I just turned over and looked at him, and he was just like, oh my goodness, I did not try to do that. And we just drove away. I remember my car was even like squeaking and making weird noises and stuff. It was a mess. That day was crazy. Yeah, I don't recommend it. Not approved for if any teenagers are watching this. But yeah, that stuff was definitely way too far. But the whole being able to drive and have my own freedom, I liked that. That was great. That doesn't sound right. The radio will catch up. um, oh man. I usually drive 10 miles per hour over the speed limit on every road. Ooh, Amber. She likes driving fast too. I've been pulled over in my wheelchair. Long story short, my 20s were a lot of fun. Aw, heck yeah. Nice, Russ. In Michigan, there was no reason to sneak out. It's too cold for 80% of the year, and 20% there was nothing to do. Yeah? Well, I mean, it's not like we did anything super fun either. We would go and light fires. We created our own fun, Rochelle. When you're that desperate to do something with your life, you find stuff to do. But I don't know. I just feel like if I would have done everything that the order wanted me to, my life would have just been so boring. And I don't know. I just really wanted to get out and do other stuff. So I did. And here's the thing. In my head, I was always like, it's not bad. I'm not doing anything bad. Yeah, I'm going against what my parents tell me to do, and I'm sneaking out. But it's not like I went and robbed places. I didn't go and light actual buildings on fire. Some of my friends did do that, but I didn't. So I was always like, sure, I'm sneaking out, but I'm not doing anything that bad, really. So I thought it was fine, and it was fun. Like, it was just weird stuff, but as a teenager, as a young teenager especially, it was really fun. And I don't know why, but just having bonfires, roasting marshmallows, like, that was a lot of fun. Going and drifting the car up in the mountains, that was a ton of fun. And sure, it wouldn't be as fun now because there's a lot more cooler things I can do, but at that day and age, that was way fun. So I liked it. I am teaching my son to drive in a stick, and he says no one can still drive that way, so thanks for the backup. Oh yeah, my first car was a stick shift, and I was always scared when I would be on hills because like that. It's not like I really got any training or anything. I just got to start driving a little bit younger, and when I remember just having to figure it out really. And every time I was on a hill, I would roll back a good 1 or 2 feet, and I would be so scared because sometimes cars would park within a foot of you, you know? And so I'd be terrified of hitting them every single time. And it is scary. Stick shifts are hard. I'm glad I don't have a stick shift now, but I do think it's a good skill. I'm glad I learned it and I know how. I can still drive a stick shift to this day, so I think that's great. LMAO Rush, we can't get you going 65 in no time. Nice. Heather Weather. Oh, wait, what? Ah! Sorry, I keep going all over the place. Well, crap, Lulu. I'll teach you too, LOL. I hate driving. Why, Patricia? I think driving is so nice. It comes with the freedom and also just that feel, you know? There's nothing like driving a beat up piece of crap down the highway at 90 miles an hour with the windows down and the radio blasting and you're just taking it all in. That is like a perfect moment. I love it. I'm a lost cause, but my daughter can drive it. Ooh. True, I live in Holland. Oops, let's see. I haven't left my house in over a week. What? Crystal, what are you doing? I thought that's normal. LOL. Well, there we go. At least a couple people can. Nice. Yep, and then we would have to start the car to heat it up so the noise alone would be... Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, the cars can be pretty loud. I remember I would put the key in my little Honda, right? I would just turn it on, but not the engine, you know, just so that, you know, where you twist it a little bit. So I guess like the dash lights turn on is all. And then I would put it in neutral and just roll down the hill and then start it at the end of the street. That way, nobody heard me leave. But I can imagine if anyone was looking out the window, they'd just see the car randomly at like 1 in the morning just roll down the driveway. And I would imagine it looked kind of like if the brakes just went off of it and it just rolled, because it's not like I could make it go anywhere. I just had to go with gravity, just going right off. So that would be so funny to just see that. Look out your window, see the neighbor's car just rolling away. Oh man, the things we had to do just to be able to go and have a bonfire. The hills here, I would never want to try a stick here. Oh, a stick shift, yeah. Yep, especially up in the mountains, man. Can be dangerous. But if you get good enough at it, like once I had a lot of practice, then I wasn't as scared anymore. You can shove it in there and just start going, even on a hill, really fast. And you can do the emergency brake trick. Put the brake on, get everything ready, start going, and then put the brake down so you won't fall back even if you mess up. But yeah. Oh, I live in the city, so can't afford a car, and I'm also terrified of driving unless it's in the middle of nowhere. That's true. It's funner to learn out in the countryside, I feel like. It's a little bit easier, not so many cars. It is stressful learning how to drive in the city. Eskel, my friend. What's up, Dipper? Crystal, hope you are okay. Eskel, try starting a car in 5-degree weather. The engine noise would wake up the whole street. Is that for real? It makes it that loud? That would be crazy. Dang, I'm sorry. I don't know how you're gonna sneak out, Rochelle. Good luck with that. I guess you could just you could do the whole Stranger Things. Take your little bike and just pedal around. Just kidding. No, bikes would suck, man. I remember I liked going on bike rides every once in a while, but to use them as a mode of transportation is just no fun. Crystal says, I'm okay, you guys, just hanging there. Nice. Okay, some hills in Utah are terrifying. The ones by Bountiful Temple, oh yeah, those ones are scary. Did you see Order Boy who punched the gay guy? I did, Dipper. Yeah. That one, I think it has 1 million views on Twitter. The video of one of Paul's kids punching another guy for hugging a guy, basically. It's really dumb. Amanda and I talked about it in one of the videos. If you're interested, go check it out. We talked a lot about it in detail and stuff like that. But Eskel, I was in the hospital last week. Oh, I'm sorry, Crystal. For 5 days? Aw, dang, that's rough. Dang. Sandy, Dipper, Crystal. Oh, wait. I can drive a stick. We had to learn and take our test with a stick in order to drive the family cars. Oh, really? I never had to take my driving test with a stick. So that's why I felt like I was never taught really how to drive a stick. I had to figure it out on myself, all by myself. Because I took my test and everything just with a regular car, automatic. But yeah. Yes, the car is loud till it warms up on those single digits or in the negative degree temperature. I guess I've never really paid attention to when I start my car on a cold day and how different it is, but that would be interesting. Dang. Well, I mean, it's cool to hear how you guys all learned how to drive cars and sneaking out of your house. I don't know why, but I love telling those stories because I still learned a lot from them. I don't feel like I was a bad kid necessarily. I know the order kind of paints me as a bad kid, but I don't know. I never had like any truly evil intentions with what I was doing or anything. All I wanted was to have fun. So I'm like, man, to me, sneaking out doesn't seem like a bad thing. If my kid was sneaking out, I guess it would kind of depend on what they were doing. But like, that's the dumb thing. My dad, when I did get caught, he didn't seem to even care necessarily what I was doing. He was just so mad that I would disobey his rules and that I lived under his roof and all that stuff. And he also didn't believe me. I remember the first thing he asked me was, like, who was there and which girls did I sneak out with? And I remember being like, why would he just straight away assume I snuck out with girls? Because first of all, there was no girls. I only snuck out with 2 of my guy friends. We did technically meet up with other groups that, yeah, there were some girls at and stuff, but I didn't consider myself sneaking out with them because I just stuck with my buddies the whole time. And we'd go all over the place. You know, we went out to the woods. We went up into the mountains. We were just doing our little thing. And so when I told him, he kept on pressing me to tell him what girls were there. And I remember being so weird because in my mind, there was nothing I could say about what girls were there because in my head there were no girls there. So like when he kept pressuring me, I was like, what the heck? He thinks that I'm lying and like holding something back, but I wasn't. And so when he kept pressuring me, I was like, this is so weird. He just assumes, I don't know, because I don't know, it was just a weird situation. But anyways, enough about that. I talked about that in my video, so you can always go check that out. Does anyone know how long we've been going? Let me check real quick. Hold on. Oh, shoot. We're past an hour. Dang it, see? Oh, I need to get better at this, you guys. I'm glad I have enough fun that I get sidetracked and stuff, but I'm just going to like set a timer next time or something because I want to be able to get it closer to an hour each of these because they're all over the place. Because Amanda is waiting to go live too, so I don't want to take up too much of her time. Would you ever ride a motorcycle? Amber, of course I would. I have technically bought a motorcycle. I've bought 2 motorcycles throughout my life, but the one that I have right now is a small one, so I don't ride it very often. But I love motorcycles. I definitely would. I like the adrenaline rush that comes from them. I like that they're so good on gas mileage. I think that's awesome. And they look freaking awesome. I think those are a lot of fun. Every teenager sneaks out Eskel. I think so too for the most part, but you know, there's always those few people that don't do it. They don't give it a try. I know. There's like, maybe, I don't know if it's like necessarily the shy kids or what, but I've met some people that say they've never snuck out. And I think some people don't need to, you know, when they already get to socialize or like have sleepovers and do stuff with their friends, then it's like, I feel like some don't feel as much of a need. My dad had us learn in 1994, long bed extended cab truck we nicknamed the Whale. It was rough to take a driver's test in. Oh man. Huh, that would be interesting. Have any of you guys failed your driving test? Because I know of somebody, I don't know if they want me to say who they are, but they failed their driving test 3 times. And yeah, they had to keep going back. And she was so embarrassed that she like requested to do it with a whole nother driving instructor. Because I don't know if it was like the first 2 was with one driving instructor that just kept getting frustrated with her or something. But eventually she ended up requesting to be able to take it with somebody else. But yeah, she had a hard time getting her driver's license. But it was funny. The way she tells the story, it's more enjoyable. It's not just that she ran a bunch of red lights. I think she did run a stop sign or something. And on one point in her driving test, she went the wrong direction on a one-way road. So that was pretty bad. But anyways, hopefully I can get her to tell that story on here one of these times. But yeah. But yes, Amber, I would love to go ride a motorcycle. I think that's super fun. LOL, Emma, what did you do? You at 26 tonight and 36 for Amanda. Yes, we're exactly 10 away because she started her weekly lives 10 weeks before I did. And I'm still trying to think because now we're past 25, the big quarter of the way to 100. So I was thinking like maybe to change the name or something, but I don't know. I'm still looking into it, trying to brainstorm, just trying to add a little bit more to these lives. So I want to get you guys' opinions. If any of you guys have any cool names or sayings for these to be called, let me know, because I just think it would be nice to switch it up every once in a while. Because if we just keep going, we're going to get to Evening Tea with Eskel number like, 80, 90, all the way up to 100, which I hope I can do this for 100 weeks straight. I think that'd be awesome. But it would be also nice to notify a difference between when it was, like a switch between Evening Tea with Eskel versus a different name like Deep Thoughts with Eskel or like Discussions with Eskel. Like I don't know what the name will be, but I just want to transition a little bit to where when I first started, I just feel like my beginning lives were not very good. I was just really bad and awkward and I don't know. I don't like them that much, I guess. So I'm trying to rebrand my evening teas with Eskel, basically. But we'll see. I mean, I like evening tea with Eskel. I think it was awesome, whoever suggested it to me. And when I first heard it, I thought it was a perfect one to go with. And so I've been going with it for this long. But it doesn't hurt to like just brainstorm other ones too. At a 1994 Ford Escort hatch. Oh my goodness. Is Amanda ready yet? Amanda, are you out there? You should comment, put the link to your video, and we'll all go over there now. It's been an hour. I snuck out one time to my front yard to meet my high school boyfriend, and my grandpa caught us, then said he wouldn't tell my mom, but I told on myself I was a goody two-shoes. Lark. That's funny though. See, I never snuck out to do anything with girls. I still thought girls were gross at that age when I was sneaking out. I was probably mostly scared of them. I don't know. I didn't understand what dating was like or anything like that. But that's funny though. Heck yeah. You're doing great, Eskel. I'm so sorry to hear that for all of you. Some of my family members paid for their driver's license, and you can tell. Paid for their driver's license? What does that mean? Flick Afraid, yeah, I've never done a driving test, just did behind the wheel and was handed a temporary license and got my official one given to me at the courthouse a few months later. Evenings with Eskel. Yeah, a lot of people, well, not a lot. There was one person that commented that I don't have tea in a lot of mine, and it's true. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But yeah, I don't know. I like tea, but I don't make it every single time because I'm not addicted to it like Amanda. Amanda loves her coffee, man. It's more of an obsession at this point, but she likes it though. And you guys keep on feeding her addiction. She has so many different coffees from all over the world, thanks to you guys. I think that's so cool. No, leave all your lives up. Well, yeah, I'll leave them up, but it would be nice to know, like, evening teas were Eskel, were like a baby Eskel, you know, a little YouTube Eskel that didn't know what he was doing, that are like a little bit awkward and cringy. And then when they transition into like deep thoughts with Eskel or something, then you know those ones are more legit. Those ones, well, you know, I hope you guys like all of them and they're great, but then you at least know what you're going for, you know, like you go to the evening tea with Eskel when you want to just laugh your A off or something, and then you go to deep thoughts with Eskel when you actually want to have a good, decent discussion. I don't know, something like that. Well, that's how I see it in my head, but I don't know how it'll actually go because the lives are always a little bit different and all over the place. But yeah. Driver's Ed was a class in 10th grade. Oh yeah, people that go to real high school, I think, get to just take the class there. Hey Eskel, what's up, Cutthroat? You made it. Just in time. I think we'll be transitioning over to Amanda soon. As soon as, oh, we finally got a comment from Amanda. I can't tell if there's a fly in my room or Eskel's screen. Every time I see it, it disappears. There is a fly in my apartment. Every once in a while it comes over here. I don't like it either, Amber. Sorry. I'll try to swish it out the door after this. Amanda, you need coffee from Paris. I'm missing it so much, and I just got home. Ooh, coffee from Paris. I think Amanda's favorite coffee so far has been from Barbados, or it was the New York one. One of those two. Amanda, we're so ready. Amanda, give us a thumbs up if you have your stuff. It's gonna be a shit show. Yeah, if you guys watched Amanda's last video, I just finished watching before I went live. I watched her one about how I found out that my dad married his sister. And it was so funny how she was trying to understand who is cousins to who, you know? Because if your mom is also your aunt and your dad is also your uncle, then that would make you your own cousin, or at the very least, it would make your siblings also your cousin. Oh my goodness. When she first said that, I laughed so hard. Because yeah, it's all intertwined and mixed up like crazy. But Amanda, are you ready? Give us the big thumbs up. In fact, I would love to be able to drop a link for you, so we can all just go right over there. We got 98 people watching, Amanda. We're all just waiting for you. Almost. I'm guessing she's trying to say almost. She's probably rushing now, like, oh my goodness. She always does that, though. She's like, she gets like probably 50% of everything ready, you know, like down, and she's like, okay, I'm like mostly ready. So then she goes and gets distracted and forgets, and then right before she needs to do it, she's like, oh crap. Get it all in there. Get everything ready. I hope she's took the thumbnail picture already, because that's the one for me. I'm always like mostly ready, but then I don't have a thumbnail, so I'm like, crap, I need to go get a picture. So either I just go and find one that I randomly took throughout the week, or I just go and hurry and take one. And then I'm always like, oh, this one's not good enough, gotta take another one, yada yada. The new title could be Learning the Outside Life with Eskel. Hey, I like that. Or something along the line. I don't like so much of like, well, what's another way? I like the idea of taking that and making it more of like experiencing life on the outside or something, you know, or just like, yeah, I think it's awesome. Something along the lines of like what it's like when you leave a cult, or like progressing through the journey of leaving or something, you know. Hopefully something where I can put a positive, uplifting connotation kind of with it, because like, yeah, I left a cult, and so things are a lot different, and I might have more of a learning curve I have to figure things out with, but I'm still doing it, and I'm making it work, and I think it's awesome. I like that, though. That's a good idea. Thank you. Could do a tea and attitude with Eskel, punny off the other video. Heck yeah, that one's cool. Have a special coffee. What's a special coffee, Emma? LMFAO, that sounds like me. Then I randomly do something else. Oh yeah. That's why I can't wait till the day where Amanda and I are organized enough to do this. But as of right now, that's the reason why we cannot say a specific time. We can't be like, every Sunday at 5 p.m. we're going to be going live, be ready then. And that, I know that so many people are like, why can't you just have a specific time? More people will be there because they'll be able to prepare. They'll actually know when it's going to be. And it's like, yes, that would be ideal. And hopefully one day we'll be that organized. But it is so hard, you guys. You kind of literally... I already, for the most part, plan a lot of my life things around being able to edit my videos, try to get them posted, and making sure I'm ready for my live. That if I had to make it specifically for that time too, I just would have to be so much more organized and, yeah, not let myself get so distracted, basically. But I can do it. I'm pretty sure one day, hopefully before episode 100. No, hopefully before episode 30 even. But eventually, I do want to get it down to where I can do that. I think that'd be awesome. Then you guys won't have to... Well, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys do get an alert there. I post right before I go live, and then I post my live link on there right when I go live. Eskel 2.0 JK, I feel like the tension. Why am I nervous for this next episode? What? You guys shouldn't be nervous. You guys should be excited for it. It's going to be interesting. We're going to be talking about a lot of like traumatic experiences with our dad. I keep saying we, but it's going to be Amanda. But yeah, if you watched her last one, I'm sure she's going to be talking about some of the things from that, but it's just going to be like a deeper dive. And from what I understand, she's got a lot of notes about like personal experiences that she's gone through, and like how she feels about the way our dad treated us and stuff like that. And it's tough. When I did my Father's Day one, it was really hard because a lot of it is sad, you know? And so you just gotta, I don't know, figure out a way to like go through the therapy of it, talk it through, and I don't know. To me, I'm always like, yeah, it sucks. A lot of crappy things that we went through, but we still gotta live our life. We gotta figure out ways to make the most of it and go from there. And it does help. A lot of times, like for me, I don't talk that much about it because it's like I feel like I'm like digging it back up, and it hurts. It hurts to bring back all those memories and emotions and sad stuff. But for a lot of people, that's what therapy is. You know, that's their opportunity to bring it up and kind of address the hurt and the pain, to be able to talk it through and work through it, basically. So everyone does it differently. Life on the outside makes me think of a person who just got out of jail or prison. Yeah, pretty similar, pretty similar. I think you might have more rules in the order than in prison, but at least you don't have to be in an actual cell with bars. But you're definitely in a mental cell with something worse than bars, whatever it could be, because it's all in your head. You know, you got all these rules you have to follow. You got all these unspoken. Amanda, you know we are all here for the shit show. Man, everyone's waiting, Amanda. Come on, let us know when you're ready. Or in fact, as soon as, because I have another tab, let me just open it. As soon as I see your video on YouTube, you know, once you don't even have it posted yet, if you even just get it ready, and then it'll show up on my little thing. So as soon as that's up, I'll transition over there. I just want to read the last of these comments. Amanda, oh wait, I love evening with Eskel. It's simple and perfect. That is nice, and it's short. I was just reading something about YouTube algorithm. When your titles are short, they're more attractive to people for some reason, because everyone likes simple, short. Nobody likes things overly complicated. That's for sure. So, but yeah. Do what you're comfortable with. I wonder if Verl will like this episode, LOL. I don't know, Scarlett, but I'm pretty sure he's going to watch it, because he watches a lot of our stuff, and I mean, he's going to know this one's going to talk about him, so I bet, he'll have mixed feelings about it, but I do hope he'll think about the stuff that Amanda talks about, you know? I hope he won't just disregard everything or think he's so great that he doesn't have to worry about it or whatever. I hope he knows how badly he hurt us, and that clearly there's a lot of issues. And the greatest thing, if anything can be taken away from this, the best thing could be if it helps him to, you know, want to change and to do better. Because that's all that we can do. We can't do anything about Amanda and I's past. We can't fix our childhood or anything like that. But my hope is that it can be better for our younger siblings. That's my biggest goal from all of this. But we can call it EE or EWE. Heck yeah. EWE. I agree to no trolls allowed. Oh yeah. Whoever monitors Amanda's channel, please keep an eye on it, because last time it got a little bit crazy. And well, most weeks there's a lot of trolls that go on Amanda's channel, so watch it closely. And it's because she is like so brave, you guys. She will say it how it is and just like basically not sugarcoat anything. She would just put it all out there and just say it. And a lot of the times order members get butthurt about it and get mad and want to do something about it and say stuff. But I almost guarantee you, every person that like says rude comments on her videos are order members that are just upset or like, you know, going through something and just want to take it out on somebody. Crystal says, Eskel, we have been strategizing all day. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I swear, Amanda and I, we have the most like close-knit followers ever. It's so cool that I know most of you guys' names. I see you guys across like all my social medias. We have had actual personal conversations with many of you, and I get to share a lot of my personal videos with you guys too. It's so cool. We love a straight shooter. Yeah. And I think that's one thing. It's like once you leave a cult where there's so many secrets and just so much bullcrap that it's like you want to be done with that. It's like no more. I just love the honest truth, even if a lot of the times the honest truth is a little bit bitter. It's harsh. It can be tough to take. But it's like I'd rather that than feel like I'm living a lie or I'm with someone that's just lying about everything. There's nothing worse than feeling like you can't trust the people around you. And it sucks. Don't worry, Eskel. We chatted and have a game plan. Nice. Eskel, I have a heart of gold. Aw. Like before you leave. Thank you, Sarah. You can usually spot order members very quickly. Yeah, that's true, because a lot of the times they'll use each other's names. Like, they won't use their own name, but they'll use a name of somebody else in the order. It's kind of funny. We're a fam for reals. Aw, that's so cool. Love you guys. Just seeing everything you guys have grown from is just amazing. Love both you and Amanda. You both have created great community. I'm so grateful for the people I have met here. That's so cool. Eskel, we've got Amanda's back. Nice, Crystal. There you go. She's the best. Sweet. All right. Well, Amanda hasn't said anything. I don't see her video up, but I think I gotta end it. This one's been going pretty long. Should I check the exact timing? It says we've been going for 85 minutes. Woo! This might be one of my longest ones yet. I remember in the beginning I did go pretty long, I guess. Ah! We have 100 people, you guys! What? 102 people watching live right now? Wow. Why does that make me nervous? 100 people. It's like, so many people always say, like, oh, Eskel, your channel's so small, like, you don't have many people that watch your stuff. It's like, are you kidding me? If 100 people watching you live doesn't make you nervous, like, something is wrong. Oh my goodness. This is cool though. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, I mean, it's almost over now. I don't know why every single time, right when I'm getting to the end and about to wrap things up, then a ton of people get in. I'm like, hey, I finally made it. It's just kind of funny, but I love it. I'm glad. Whether you guys come at the beginning, the middle, the end, whenever, or even watch it afterwards, thank you for watching my stuff, you guys. Like I always say, like, when you guys like and subscribe to my stuff, it literally does help me. It equates to actual money. It's like something I can't even fully even comprehend yet. It's so crazy to me that creating content, putting it out there, and just letting people see all my stuff and share my stories with them, it actually turns into something that I can actually, you know, it's awesome. It's so cool. I think it's been the coolest thing ever. And every time I get a paycheck from YouTube, I'm like, is this real money? Because it's like before for months I didn't get paid anything, and it's just like, you know, I'm just doing it to share my story, and like I'm liking it more and more and getting better at it, and I love that. And then when I actually got money from it, I was like, wow, you really can. And I mean, it makes sense. People, like, it's their career, but it's just so crazy. It's the coolest thing ever, you guys. I love it. And I'm so glad you all support and love me and like help me with it. You guys give me great ideas. A lot of you guys donate to my channels and stuff, and it's just been the best. I love it. I hope to always make videos, and I hope to get better at them, honestly, because so many times I watch my past videos and I'm like, oh, that's so cringy. But it's like, you got to start somewhere. You got to just get it out there. And the best way to do it, it's just to have fun with it. A lot of people are like, oh, if you would actually write down your stuff and memorize what you're going to say and talk about, you would look so much more professional. And it's like, yeah, and I wouldn't say so many times. And I get that. But then it wouldn't be as fun. I'm trying to turn this into more of a hobby, something I can enjoy, so that if I don't get paid very much, if it doesn't grow that huge, then it's fine. My point is that I get to create a community here. I get to have all you guys to talk to, get like lead off of great discussions from ideas that you guys get to comment live in. And I think it's so cool. That's my favorite. Lives have been so much fun for me, and so I just hope you guys like it. And I hope we always can continue doing this. 108 now, you guys. Oh, this is so cool. Wow. And what's cool too is, 110. Wow. That's awesome. We ain't here to see you spot some memorized line. We're here to hang with the real Eskel. Oh, there you go. I couldn't have said it better myself, Flicker Fade. That's what it's all about. And I still will share my favorite quotes though, because I started this quote book. It's a little book, but I'm going to try to have a quote for every, I don't know how often, but basically I'm going to try to fill this whole book. I've got like 10 pages filled already. Gonna eventually fill this whole book full of like motivational sayings, good quotes, inspirational thoughts, just things to like empower me, so that when I need that extra pump of motivation and energy, I can go to here and, you know, get that, read some of my favorite quotes that I've ever heard, or like listen to the most inspiring men in the world talk about how they overcame their difficulties and stuff like that. I think it's awesome. And so if you guys like it, I'll add them every once in a while, I'll put them inside these videos. I tried it today, I think, for the first time. So if you like the achievement quote, let me know. Put something in the comments, I don't know. And I'll keep doing it because I like doing it. I think it's fun. Sandy, 110, yeah. This is crazy, you guys. I love it. This is so cool. I bet a lot of people are getting hyped for Amanda's. We're all just waiting for you, Amanda. Oh, man. We need 50 likes. Come on, guys. Yeah, we're at 86 likes right now, you guys. That's so good. 88. Dang. Are you going to make other candles? I would love to buy one, but my kid is allergic to lavender and my husband is allergic to mint. No way, Melanie. Are you for real? Those are the two best scents in the world. You just happen to have two people in your family allergic to both of those? Oh, man. What a coincidence. Dang. Well, good news for you on that. I will be making other ones because I want to do a Halloween themed candle. It's going to be so cool. I'm going to put like a pumpkin on the face of it or something and call it like culty pumpkin juice or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to try to find a way to make it like all orange, like a pumpkin, and some spice or pumpkin-y scent. So those ones will be coming out in October. So yeah, when those come out, definitely I'll let you guys know, and I'd love it for you guys to buy some. But yeah, any of you guys that still like lavender and mint, I still have those candles available. They're on Amanda's website, justcultytings.com. Oh, I thought that was Amanda. Dang it, still nothing from Amanda. Melanie says, that would be super cool. I love Halloween. I know, especially, so my three sisters and I are kind of obsessed over Halloween. We like it a ton because our oldest sister, Cammie, compared to her, we're not even obsessed. She is like mega obsessed. She loves Halloween so much. Every apartment she's gone to, she's bought in so many Halloween decorations that she basically couldn't fit them in her house. She loves Halloween a ton and decorates everything for Halloween. Loves watching those witch movies and Hocus Pocus and all of those. She's obsessed with them. Loves Halloween. Has a ton of fun. I always like going to her house for Halloween because she decks everything out for her. She's super hyped about it. Loves listening to scary stories, like doing scary story nights with like candles lit around the room and stuff like that. She just makes it so much fun. Eskel, check your Instagram. Okay, I'll go check it right after this. OMG, I love Amanda's Halloween videos. I can't wait to see what you do for Halloween. Yeah, Amanda and I are going to have fun with it. We're going to try to come up with some good content for Halloween, tell some scary stories about the cult or just like our childhood experiences and stuff. Guys, tell him he'll show you the meme. Guys, tell him he'll show you the meme? Oh, you want me to go to Instagram right now so I can show it to everybody? But the only problem is, well, I guess I could probably do it right here. Let me check. Since we're just waiting for Amanda anyways, what is she doing? But it's okay. I'm not going to say anything because I take a long time a lot of times too. Did you see in Amanda's video? She cut her finger and then she flipped everybody off in the video that she made. Oh, man. That was funny. Okay, let me see what I got. Rochelle sent me. Ah! Heck yeah! Thank you, Rochelle. How did you do that? Nice. You edited that fast. Look at that. Heck yeah. We got 100 people in here. Oh, that's so cool. It's just so rare that I break 100 in a live session, you guys. I think that's so cool. That's nice. It just goes to show Amanda and I's channels are growing, and I love it. It's so awesome. Come back to Salem. It will be even better this year. Last year, it was still scaled down a little bit because of COVID. That's true. Yeah, my sisters went to Salem last year. They had a lot of fun there, too. They had a funny story about what they thought was like a bomber or someone, but... Heck yeah. Yeah, thank you, Rochelle. That's so cool. You put that together so fast. Oh, man. I look kind of funny in it, but I like it. That's cool. I just got extra nervous. Now we broke 120, you guys. Ah! But the thing is, I'm all out of content. I don't know what to say anymore. Just waiting for Amanda. Eskel, did you give Jacob the shirt I sent for him? When did it come? I gave Jacob a box of stuff that came for him, but that was like almost a month ago. So if it's recent, I'll be checking the P.O Box again soon. We just checked it like a week ago, though. Eskel, dang, autocorrect. Next year, hopefully, we will be in our new house in the middle of nowhere. Really, Melanie? You're gonna move in a new house in the middle of nowhere? That's pretty much what Amanda did. Her house is in like a foresty area. It's so cool, though. I liked it, but we had to do a lot of landscaping for her. Eskel, you can open the book I send. You can open the book I send? Oh, in the P.O. Box? Ooh, that would be cool. You could always play that guitar behind you. Well, I think I did it in one of my videos, you guys. I have a dream to play the guitar. Cami says, Amanda may be a while so you can end it, and she will start when she patches up that bad middle finger of Wait, did she have something else happen with her finger? What's going on, Cami? Oh, man. Hey, Cami. Everyone's saying hi, Cami. You guys, I finally got Cami to be in one of my lives last week. It was so cool. I mean, it wasn't that hard. I just asked her to be in it, and she was. But I don't get very many opportunities to because she's all the way in Arizona. What did she do, Cami? Yeah, Cami, spill the juice. Oh, man. If I could, like, FaceTime you or something, Cami, and get you on here, that'd be so fun. Cami, how you doing? What's up? No, she's just fixing it up. Okay. Just changing out her Band-Aid or something. Hey, Cami, get this super glue, Cami. Nice. Well, I'm really glad I went first then, because when we were debating, she was all like, maybe I should go first. And I was like, I'm an hour ahead of her, and so that's basically why we decided for me too, because right now it's 7 o'clock for me, but it's only 6 o'clock for her. So she's got an extra hour. Hey, Cami, missed the live, but you are gorgeous. Nice. Yeah, Cami looked great in my live. Go check out last week's Evening Tea with Eskel, episode 25, you guys. She got to pick the raffle winner, and we talked about our childhood stories together, and yeah, it was fun. I liked it. Amanda told me how she cut her finger. I had to share my cut fingers with her. Nice. Heck yeah. Well, the reason why I don't ever do any guitar videos is because I always tell people I don't really know how to play. I only know chords. Oh, it might not even be tuned. But I'm still in the phase of learning chords, where you just learn, oh man, that probably sounds bad, where you learn your finger placement. Wow, that sounds so bad. And you just figure out what chords to play. Ah, it's out of tune, you guys, I'm sorry. I have this little tuner, but I think it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Anyways, I'm sure the moment I get good enough to play an actual song, I will play one for you guys. But I haven't gotten that good yet. Hopefully one day. Let's see. Oh, all right, Cami. Well, if you guys have the bell on Amanda's channel, you guys will be able to get notified right when she goes live. And if you follow her on Instagram, she usually posts on there and has a link you can click to get right over to her channel. But it looks like she's going to take a while, so yeah, good point, Denise. Guitar lessons before art lessons. Yeah. Maybe that'll be my next adventure, to take guitar lessons. That would be fun. I'm just so worried that if I took lessons and I just failed at it, I would feel so bad. Because did I ever tell you guys the story about when I was in choir? I took choir class because I was sick of band. In band, I went from playing the drums, then I played the trumpet for a little while, and then I just got really bored. So I switched over to choir, and they just put me in this big old group, right? But I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I liked singing and stuff. So I signed up for like the special choir where you can do like solos and do your own thing and stuff like that. And I went to the audition and they had me, sing all by myself, which was hard. And I was super nervous, but I did it. And she literally said that I should really consider playing an instrument or something. And I was just like, so sad. I still stayed in choir the rest of that year, but then I didn't do it anymore after that. But anyways, that was that. And why was I talking about that? Oh, that's why I play the guitar now, because drums didn't do that well for me, trumpet didn't do that great, choir was fun but ended in flames, and now my next hope is to play the guitar. I think it could be fun. Got a cool scar and everything, huh? Nice. I played the trumpet in band. Yeah, the trumpet, it just kind of like was one of those things that seemed easy, and I just signed up for it, so I just did it, and yeah, I feel like I learned it decently quick, but it was like, the sucky thing about trumpet is you can only play it in a band. It's like, it's so hard to get good enough to do solo things on a trumpet, or to like practice in your house, especially when you're in an apartment and it's so loud. No one's gonna like it. I suck at singing. I'm like the seagull in a Little Mermaid. Yeah, that's pretty much how I was too. You should really consider never opening your mouth again. That's what it felt like. Even though I know the choir teacher was trying to be nice about it and like give me actual good advice and stuff, but it felt like she just told me to just never speak again. But I didn't listen to her anyways. My son is a music teacher in school, an hour from me. So long story short, take the lesson. OMG, that's low-key brutal. It was a little bit, yeah. Especially like, I just feel like teachers don't understand the effect they have on kids sometimes. And some teachers do. There are a lot of really good teachers out there. But it just really, like, kids take what I feel like they can remember things for like ever, you know? Like they take things to heart a lot of the times. I like playing the drums and guitar better. Eskel named 3 ABC order standards you still live by today. Oh, that's an interesting one. Well, the ABC order standards are like super long. I think even when I was in the order, I didn't really remember all of them. I just remembered the memory gyms, which was my firm resolve, my fixed purpose, to give my all to the Lord, my time, my talents, all that I am or ever expect to be, to the establishment of Zion, the building up of the kingdom of God upon the earth. If the order doesn't have it, we don't need it. Shoot, what was after that? The order doesn't have it, we don't need it. My strength is as the strength of 10 because my heart is pure. Frick, man, it's been so long. Huh, well, that's probably all I can remember right now. Ready, Esky? Okay, sweet. Amanda's ready, you guys. Everyone, go over to hers. Amanda, if you can put the link in the chat, everyone can just click on it right there. But also, if you're subscribed to her, just refresh your YouTube page. It'll come right up. And sweet, I see it. It's right there. Okay, I'll see you guys all over on Culty Cup of Coffee 36. See you guys there, and have a good one.